Good morning from Lou's Labs. We hope everyone had a great weekend. So I will jump in to adoptions. This week, Dunn and Brooks, the two puppies, they arrived on transport and they were adopted. Roger, our big black boy that we think is like a Lab Dane mix from Texas, was adopted. Bingo, the chocolate boy whose family was elderly and could no longer care for them, and the daughter took him, but she travels a lot and works a lot and just didn't have the time he needed, had reached out to us for help. So we, of course, said yes, and he found his forever home. And then Sarah. So Sarah, our dog that escaped transport last week, she stepped on that little seatbelt thing. Well, she's adopted by her foster mom in the South. So Peggy, her now mom, decided that really Sarah needed to stay with her. She just loved her. And Sarah loves Peggy and her canine siblings and her whole family. So we are actually so thrilled for them both. I think Sarah knew that all along. So those are our adoptions, new dogs. Oh, and then I had already announced that Logan was adopted, but he stayed with me through his heartworm treatment. He went home to his mom this Saturday, and gosh, I really miss that boy. I swear, I went upstairs and I saw one of my dogs in Logan's favorite chair, and I was like, Logan, like you know how just you think they're there, but I'm getting lots of updates, and he is doing awesome. And he's already bonded with his mom, and she loves him, and they are so happy. So I think that it makes me really happy. I think that he is in the perfect home. I don't think I know he is, and so I'm thrilled for him. Okay, new dogs in Toulouse Labs. George is a big, and I don't have his exact weight. I'll get that this week. Today, he goes to his foster today. He's in the vet right now. Big boy, big black boy, handsome, goofy, friendly, happy, 1 to 2 years old. So, we're going to assume active because he's 1 to 2 years old and he's a lab. But he is a doll. The vet staff said they love him. He's just a big old goofy boy. So as we get to know more about George, we'll let you know. Dogs that arrived on transport this week. Oh, before I even go there, look, you hear that beeping? That is Logan's mom texting me. So sweet. Winnie had her babies, and I'm sure you saw it on our Facebook page. So 11 babies. I'm going to mess up the boy-girl ratio. It's like 5 boys and 6 girls, or 6 girls and 5 boys. But she had her babies, and we're thrilled. We were going to name them Winnie and the Pooh litter, which is why Winnie. But first of all, we didn't expect such a big litter, and figuring out names became like a nightmare. So it is now Winnie in the Winter litter because that was just so much easier. So if you had your heart set on adopting a piglet, I'm sorry. You can still name the puppy Piglet, but it's Winnie in the Winter litter. All right, dogs that arrived on transport. Brooks and Dunn, which I already told you were adopted because they're puppies. Samson, big, handsome black boy. Gosh, I love Samson. Frankie, okay, I love them all. He's another big black boy that had the hip surgery, and he's so sweet. And so he has arrived. And then Margot and Murphy. Murphy, of course, big black boy, and Margot, our sweet yellow girl. So they both arrived. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that arrived this weekend. No dogs coming next weekend because it's Super Bowl weekend. And trust me when I tell you, it's hard to find a foster to take a dog on Super Bowl Sunday, and people to drive volunteer transport on Super Bowl Sunday. So no dogs next weekend. But on the 10th, we have Trout and Ryder, Sasha and Louie, and Bud and Millie. Bud and Millie are our bonded pair coming. All right. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I do want to. We have 2 dogs that are here that are still looking for their forever home. The first one, Remy. So just to remind you of Remy's story, Remy was removed from a home because of a child cruelty case. And the little boy wrote a letter saying all he wanted for Christmas from Santa was for Remy to find his forever family. So we pulled Remy 10 minutes before he was going to be euthanized. Not because he was a bad dog, but because of space, right? No space. So, he is a dog. He loves kids. However, he jumps and he's mouthy. He's young. So we're seeing kids 10 and up unless it's a dog savvy family, dog savvy kids. So for example, I had big dogs around me since I was, in diapers. And if a dog knocked me down or a dog was mouthy, I took it. I was cool. I understood. I was a very dog savvy kid. Not all kids grew up like that, right? So if they're not dog savvy kids, and let's say they're 8 and Remy is mouthy, they might think that he's trying to hurt them when he's not. He's just mouthy. He's young. He needs training. Or he could jump up and knock them down, which to me is not a big deal if a dog knocked me down when I was a kid. But if a kid's not used to it and the dog knocks them down, it could be a big deal. Do you know what I mean? So we're saying 10 and up. Of course, that's not set in stone. So if you have kids and they're dog savvy, then that's fine. Like Bryant, remember Big Bryant? We were like, no young kids because he's sweet, but he would just jump up. Now his foster worked with him really hard. So actually by the time he got adopted, he was, 70% better. But he went to a dog savvy family where it wasn't a big deal. So that's really the key there, right? But he's an awesome dog, and we do think he's scared of the dark. So, just he has like reactions. Like if he's on a walk, he's fine. He loves to play, with other dogs. But like if he's on a walk and it's nighttime and there's something across the street, he might growl, because he growled at a dog across the street, and it was night and he couldn't see. So we're just thinking maybe he's a little scared of the dark. He's done a couple of other things. So he needs a nightlight. So he's just so cute. I love him. And then Gus. So if you remember, Gus, we didn't talk about a whole lot because we pulled him months ago. He stayed with his Southern foster for a really long time because he needed to acclimate. And by the time he came up here, he was like a different dog. He had time to know what it was to have love and be around people, and she was amazing. And now he's with his amazing foster here, and he is doing fabulous. He loves women. He really bonds with women. He's living with a man. He's fine. He just doesn't bond with a man as quickly as he does with a woman. We do believe he needs another dog. He gets confidence from other dogs. So he's a sweetheart, and we really need to find a great home for Mr. Gus. Okay, so please watch further updates. Remy, you see all these great wake up videos, and we have a lot of postings on Remy. And look for Gus, and let's find these 2 boys a great home. Okay, so that is it for the Monday message. Until next Monday, you have a great week, and see you later.